Hello, Alishba. How are you? Hey, Jenna. Hey, Breezy. Welcome. Breezy, I haven't seen you in a minute. Hey, I speak. You have news for me. Okay. What's the news? No freaking way. I speak. That's awesome. I'm so happy for you. Oh my gosh, thank you for that confirmation. I love that feedback. I'm so happy to hear that. How are you feeling? Alishba, I'm glad you're doing well. Hey, Sanch. So since I wasn't able to come back from or to do another stream last night due to unexpected circumstances, I'm extending the BOGO into today. So you will see the BOGO $15 for 2 questions tonight. And also earlier in today's stream as well, you also have the option or opportunity, if you're not following me already on Instagram, you will get an extra free question today. So make sure you're following me on Instagram, letting me know that you're following me. Now, again, that's only for those who follow me new to me today. I don't want you guys unfollowing and then refollowing. It's got to be organic. But if you have not followed me on Instagram yet and you want a free extra yes or no question, go ahead and do that now. Let me know and I'll confirm it for you. We are doing an audio and typed stream today. There's a lot of different options in the description to tell you what you can get, how you can order, all of those things. So just scroll down a little bit of the way into the description that says menu for today's stream so you can see pricing details and everything like that. We will get started on the yes or no's in just a second. I Speak said, I am so happy he asked me to move in with him once he's back from Colorado from work. Dang. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. That is amazing. Ugh, we knew it. KH says, I followed you yesterday. Can I get a reading? Yes. So you got here in time, KH. I do free reads at the beginning of each stream. So we'll definitely answer a question for you. Thank you for being here. Me and Queen knew all along. That's so funny. Thank you, Rupali, for retracting your question. I'm going to go ahead and start the timer here. 1 second while I do that. All right, timer is started. You guys can go ahead and post your questions. And just a reminder, if you haven't followed me on Instagram yet, you can do that for an extra question today. Nikita, is there any feelings that OP has for Nikita? He never felt for any other girl. I am getting a yes for you. Page of Pentacles. Will Zahid and Needy agree to hire me at 16 per annum? So, it's a type of measurement in money. Okay, so let's see if this is a yes or no for Rupali. Yes or no for Rupali, please. Well, that card fell on the floor. Also, Page of Pentacles. I am getting a yes for you, Rupali. Will Alishba, will Uzair message me this week? Let's see. Will Uzair message me this week? You're welcome, Nikita. I am getting a no, Alishba, on that. Did Sam see my recent profile pic? No. Between Pooja and Shreya, does Sanu have genuine feelings for Pooja? Yes, the feelings are genuine, but it seems like he's kind of in the energy of feeling like he wants his cake and he wants to eat it too. So he like wants the best of both worlds. So if you feel like you're being led on, I'm pretty sure this other person does as well. And he probably is just sitting back very happy about this. He feels like excited that multiple people are interested in him. The 9 of Cups came out along with the 5 of Pentacles. Will James come forward with a relationship? Show me a yes or no for Priscilla. I have a no, Priscilla, the Devil. Definitely check back on that later. We have about 11 minutes left on the clock. Remember, you guys do get a free extra yes or no question if you follow me on Instagram today. Let me see if I can get that link for y'all. You should be able to search me on Instagram, just Luna Affinity. But if you want a link, I'm going to try to put that in the chat here. You're welcome, everybody. Breezy. Oh, that's okay, Breezy. I hope that everyone was able to hear me, even if you couldn't. All right, so Breezy says, will I still be able to get the money out of my bank if I deposit my check today? It feels like you've worked really hard on this and you're trying to plan for the future, but I'm getting a maybe. Let me see if I can get a more concrete. Is this a yes or a no for Breezy? Will Breezy still be able to get the money out of the bank if they deposit the check today? Yes or no, please. Show me a yes or a no. Dang it, I got the High Priestess twice. That's a maybe. That's frustrating for me because even though I know I have to believe the cards, I'm like really trying to get an answer for you. I will say at the top of the deck is a Wheel of Fortune, and that talks about having luck on your side. So I would say I'm leaning towards a yes, Breezy, but literally, I kid you not, I wish this was on camera. The High Priestess came out twice, and that's a maybe card, so yeah. I'm leaning towards a yes. You're welcome. Remember, everyone who follows my Instagram page will get a extra free yes or no during today's stream. So if you're not following me already on Instagram and you would like another yes or no question answered at no additional charge, make sure you head on over to my Instagram page. The link is in the chat. And also you can just search me by Luna Affinity. Okay, so we have about 6 minutes left on the clock. If I have not answered a question for you, definitely make sure you ask. Positive vibes. I'm doing well, thank you. How are you? Should I tell everything to H, which is in my heart for him? Should I tell everything to H, which is in my heart to him? Yes or no, please, Spirit. I am getting a yes. I have the Queen of Cups and the Lovers. Good. I'm glad you're doing well. I speak. Did you have a question? You're very welcome, Positive Vibes. Medea, you can ask. Yes, you can ask. We have about 5 minutes left on the clock, and then the list will close. For those of you who want a free extra question today, if you follow me on Instagram, Luna Affinity, the link is in the chat, and also you can just search Luna Affinity. As long as you follow me today, you'll get a free extra question today. All right, so this is for SB. Yes, you can also ask. Yep. Will Seiken love me in the future? This is for SB. I am getting a yes. Page of Cups, May take a little while, but I feel like it will happen. Medea, the free list is not closed. And GL, yes, you can ask. So GL, you must be new to me then, if you had to wait the 5 minutes. So welcome to my channel. Thank you for being here. You're welcome, SB. All right, so Medea. Okay, so will Hassan Mir's proposal come towards me again? Show me a yes or a no, please, for Medea. I am getting a no. 10 of Wands. SS. Will Navis contact me in October? Yes or no, please, for SS. Will N contact SS in October? Yes or no? I am getting a yes. I have the Strength card and the Ace of Wands, as well as the Two of Cups. GL says, if I continue to learn on my studies for dancing and singing, will I excel at auditions for YG? Yes or no, please, for GL. You're welcome, Medea. I feel like this is your passion, GL. I see that significantly here with Ace of Cups. I do feel like it's necessary for you to continue on your studies. Yes, for sure. I feel like there's almost like this peak or this transition that you have to go through. And basically that's only going to come with a lot of practice and educating yourself and being really consistent with it. I feel like you can get there, but if you don't make this your main focus, there will be the Hanged Man. There will be delays here. This is going to require a lot of sacrifice on your part, but Spirit is saying yes. Shalak, will me and Vidisha have it all together in love? Show me a yes or no for Shalak, please. You're welcome, Medea. Yes or no for Shalak. I feel like you both are feeling hurt or something, or maybe one of you are feeling hurt or a little bit sad about the situation. I got the 10 of Pentacles as well, so it does feel like it could be a yes for me, but it came out with the 10 of Swords. So yeah, so with the 8 of Wands here, it talks about you're waiting on some type of communication. I feel like you guys have a barrier that you will have to work on, and then you could have that happy ending, Shalak. I don't think it's going to happen without you guys putting the work in, kind of like the last reading that I did for GL. Rashima. Will KLW contact me in October? Yes or no? I'm getting a no. 6 of Swords. Jenna. All right, that is time. I'm gonna do Jenna and MA. Will my conflict with my boyfriend Brandon in New York City make our relationship stronger? I'm a Virgo, he's a Taurus. Yes or no for Jenna, please? Yes or no for Jenna? Will this make the relationship stronger? Yes, Ace of Pentacles. I'm gonna go ahead and do MA because I said that I would, but that is it for the free list. So if you are not new to me today, the only other way that you can get a free yes or no question is by following me on my Instagram, Luna Affinity. You'll see my picture there. I will answer an extra free yes or no for you if you follow me today. GL says, all right, makes a lot of sense. Thank you so much. You are very welcome. MA, do you see communication from HM Capricorn? Let's see. Yes or no for MA, please. Yes, Page of Cups. This is a messenger. I'm so sorry. I don't know how long I've been on mute. But Jennifer, whenever you're ready, you can post your question. I got it. Thank you. All right, let me go ahead and, oh, okay. I realized that you did post on Etsy, but thank you for posting it again. Ooh, juicy gossip. Let's see. What are the feelings? Jennifer's feelings, X's energy. What are the intentions? What are the thoughts? What are the feelings? All right, so let's start with intentions, please, for Jennifer. Okay, so there is this aspect of I am not supposed to be with you, or I can't be with you. Maybe it's like a what's done, it's done, or they feel restricted in some way. It's not something that their intentions are, they know they have to keep you at a distance, or they have to stay distant from you, but they do occasionally daydream about you, I would say. And a lot of times that could be when you're feeling that energy coming through, is when they're heavy on you. Almost hearing like the one that got away or something like that. And I feel like they keep their feelings hidden. So their intentions are basically to still keep their distance from you. Let's see. What are their thoughts now? What are their thoughts? What are their thoughts and feelings? Okay, are they in a relationship? I have the relationship card here. You said you feel like your chest hurts. Ugh. It does feel a bit sad for sure. They are not over you. That's their thoughts and feelings, but I don't see them in an action-oriented mentality that they're going to do anything about it. I think they feel a bit confused. The fact that they hide their feelings is coming out twice now. Makes me feel like they really feel like they can't talk to you or tell you these feelings. But they don't feel like they're over you. What are X's intentions towards Jennifer? What are these thoughts? What are these feelings? They feel like they're on the outside of you. What's the other side of this Two of Swords? Okay, third party. So this is the second time it's coming up that there's a relationship here. Where they feel restricted in some way. They feel like they're having to choose between missing you and maintaining this relationship with this other person. I think that they're very ashamed / guilty of their thoughts that they have about you, because they do feel like these are things they should be thinking about the person that they're involved with or investing in. But they feel like they can't be fully honest with their feelings about this person. They think a lot about y'all's like relationship. Like when you were together. He tries not to, though. He tries to distract himself. Sometimes I feel like his thoughts get away from him. I feel like he kind of daydreams so much that like he kind of forgets about reality. It's like definitely a dissociating tendency that he has, where almost like he allows time to freeze because he's very heavy in his thoughts. So he thinks back on the relationship with you with a fondness. I see the Six of Swords again, making me feel like the one that got away. But he thinks back on the memories like very happily with you. I do feel like he feels like either him or you, maybe both of you, feel like you're owed something from this relationship, like between you and him. Like maybe you're owed closure, or you're owed an apology, or something like that. Yes, that's what I've got for you, Jennifer. Thank you for placing an order with me. I hope that resonated for you. We also can do some channeled message cards if you'd like. You can donate to Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App. 5 for 5 cards, 6 for 6, 7 for 7, 8 for 8, so on and so forth. And that will be channeled message cards where they're first person channelings to you. And if anything else comes through, I will let you know. You're very welcome. By the way, I can feel the chest hurt thing that you were talking about. I'm starting to feel it now. Hello, old soul. Yeah, since you're new to me today, we can definitely answer a question for you. New subs get a free yes or no question. And then also, we have the opportunity for an additional, which I don't offer very often, an additional free yes or no questions for those who follow my Instagram page today. So if you're interested in doing that, definitely consider it because you'll get 2 free yes or no's in one stream, which I usually don't answer. All right, let's see. Will I marry a rich man? Will I marry a rich man? Show me a yes or a no for old soul, please. Feels like a yes. I cut the deck and saw 9 of cups and 10 of pentacles, but let's see what card actually comes out. Will old soul marry a rich man? Yes or no? Yes, Wheel of Fortune. Good luck. And that is, yeah, I feel like it's very much so, and it might actually happen sooner rather than later that you'll meet this person, unless you already know them. It's coming in hot. If you have a second question you'd like to ask, I'd be happy to answer it. Just make sure you follow my Instagram page. You can search Luna Affinity, or you can click the link in the chat. You're welcome, old soul. Becca B, hey, how are you? Becca B, you can donate for a yes or no, $3. Or if you want like a more in-depth, then you can do that too. Just check out the description, scroll down to like the menu options, and it kind of breaks everything down by price and how to donate. So if you just want to scroll there real quick and make your decision, but the free list is closed, yes. However, the donations are still open. Oh, you're good. So in the description, it shows the pricing. And then all you have to do is click the pinned comment, which will bring you to my link tree. And instead of having to search for it in the pinned comment, I'll also post it here. So the link tree brings up basically everything that I'm offering today. But there's actually a menu outside of that as well, which I'll go ahead and paste that into the chat to make it easier. So here is the price menu coming at you. And then if you want to add channeled messages to any of those readings, you can. These are first person messages. And you can donate 5 for 5 cards, 6 for 6, 7 for 7, so on and so forth. So let me know if you have any other questions outside of that. Becca, I got it. Thank you. Okay, so go ahead with your question. All right, Steve said, will Marquise the Leo reach out and contact me after our conversation yesterday? Let's take a look here. Will Marquise the Leo reach out to me after our conversation yesterday? Becca B wants to know, will Marquise reach out and contact Becca? Please show me a yes or no. They want to, but I feel like it's a no. They have a lot of pride, Becca. A lot of pride coming through. They feel conflicted or a bit hurt, maybe. Or not hurt. Hurt's kind of a weird word. Maybe taken aback, surprised, shocked. I feel like they're 1 foot in, 1 foot out right now, and they're on the border of withdrawing from you. But I feel like they do have an element of not wanting to give up at the same time. Their pride is getting in the way. Their ego is getting in the way right now. Let's see. Will Marquise reach out to Becca B? Yes or no? Yeah, I'm getting a no. Man, the King of Wands showing up twice and the Queen of Wands also showing up. Will Marquise reach out to Becca at any point on their own over the next month? Please show me a yes or no. I'm getting a no again. 7 of Swords. Yeah, that's the energy right now, hun. I'm sorry. Do you have your own channel, Becca B, on YouTube? Oh, you do? I'm going to go ahead and follow you. Wow, you've got a cute little following there. You're doing good for yourself, girl. You said, I do, yes, I do reads too. Yeah, fun. I'm going to check out your channel right now, actually. I like your post here that you posted like a week ago talking about other readers and like just wanting to support each other. I think that's really nice. Because I do agree. I have wondered the same thing. As a matter of fact, I'm more of an energy of like promoting other readers, supporting other readers, like giving shout outs and telling my subs to follow other people. And also like if they get a reading from me, I'm like definitely recommend getting confirmation from someone else too. Because I feel fairly confident in what I say, but I also like a full transparency. I'm not going to blame you for going to someone else and wanting to get like that double confirmation. You know what I mean? He said, I do free yes, no, but I do in-depth questions for $4. 9 cards with oracles. Hey, Eliana, what is up? Eliana, I saw that you followed me on Instagram, so if you want to claim your yes or no question, you can. I read for myself, but I like getting second options. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Opinions. Yeah, I thought that's what you meant. Eliana wants a channeled reading. Becca and Luna, you ladies remind me of one another in that you girls are so positive. Oh my gosh, that's so sweet, Eliana. Do you follow Becca's channel too? It's actually really nice to hear that I'm positive because like you don't really know the kind of energy you're putting out there. Like you can think one thing in your head, but to actually hear it from other people is like really nice to hear. I can't read for myself because if a bad card comes out, I put all the cards back. You're like, only good news, only please, Spirit. Thank you. That's very cool. I speak. She's a supporter for sure, for sure. All right, so let's see what Jay has to say. What does Jay have to say to Eliana? All right, Jay, give me what you got here. All right. Woo! Eliana, he wants to have sexy time with you. I was always like, sex with you, but I'm like, I don't know if that's what it is specifically, but I definitely am getting like, he is turned on in your presence, thinking about you. I think he's also very excited to kind of explore that a little bit more. I keep hearing like I'm shy, which is so freaking funny because it's like I don't feel like he's shy if he's talking to you through his phone, but like when it comes to face, he's like very shy, it seems. Or he like maybe it's like a fake it till you make it kind of thing. So I hear him saying to you, yeah. So I hear him saying to you, like, you turn me on. Like, I am so attracted to you. I I don't want you to get the wrong idea. Like, I definitely have feelings for you and I care for you, but it's like you have to understand right now, especially since we're face to face or in person, like we can see each other. Like, it's like literally all I can think about is just like taking you. I said I kind of ended things last night because there's some sneaky behavior with him since he's been home. Interesting that you say that as the Seven of Swords is here. If you want a picture, Eliana, of this spread, I can send it to you. Because I'm like, that's crazy. The Seven of Swords is right here. Yeah, no, he's like horned up right now. You said I can see the shiner, so I'm sad that you ended things. I think by seeing the Seven of Swords here, he is owning up to the sneaky stuff. He is like acknowledging it. I feel like he does feel like there's things that he hasn't been able to tell you. Like he's saying, you don't know everything. Even now, you don't know everything. What doesn't she know? What doesn't Eliana know? You don't know that he actually truthfully like is sad about this, or that he like really appreciates you and admires you. You know, Eliana, I've got to say, like, for the longest time, it felt like he was committed to you, and I still feel like he is, because the Ten of Cups is here, and even though you, like, felt like you kind of ended things or something like that, I still feel like he has hope for your future, because he's looking back at your past with the fondness, Six of Cups, right next to it, looking to the future of being in alignment with you, either again or trying to be in alignment with you. Like almost like he has hopes for the future, like it's going to be okay, like even through this storm I see a rainbow here. You said readings are amazing with readings are amazing with energy, but he's not coming through like a man that hasn't seen me in 3 months. Right. You said his phone being on do not disturb after a certain time doesn't sit well. That is interesting. Yeah, I guess if it was like my boyfriend, I would be feeling a little weird about that too. Even though I like see him every day and I'm with him every 24/7. I still feel like that would make me feel a certain type of way. But I'm trying to think, like, I know people personally that I know, like friends or people who are even single, people who aren't even in relationships. They're putting their phones on do not disturb. My brother does it too. So I don't know. It like can make you feel some type of way, but I wouldn't want to jump to conclusions either. It's like if it's an isolated event, that's one thing. But you know what? You're very good at intuition. You're very good at like picking up on things. And I feel like if you're like, something's not right, it probably isn't. I do see him in a more independent energy right now. The Nine of Pentacles is here. So I feel like he's saying, I feel like I need to be more independent. I feel like I need to be more on my own, more than I realized I would need to be. Why is the Death card here? Why is the Death card here? Eliana, I feel like you are going to see some changes in him for the better. I feel like he's saying like, expect the unexpected from me. Like, now that you have taken the pressure off a little bit, or honestly, like, it's not your fault, but like, now that I feel the pressure is taken off a bit, I will be more proactive in showing you a different side of myself. I feel like I've been feeling a lot of pressure. And this is what you don't know about. These are the things that you don't know everything, is that I have been feeling, and through no fault of anyone's but my own, I've been putting a lot of pressure on myself. Hey, Jasmine, what's up? I see, Eliana, I see. Did you ask him about it? See, the Justice card is here, and this is what's confusing me, is like, he is being honest with you, but it's like his actions aren't lining up with his words, which is getting me very confused. I feel like there's more to come. Like, that's a specific quote that I'm getting, is more to come. You'll see. You don't know everything. Hey, Liz, thank you. I'm still working on Eliana, but I'll be right with you. I just hear I want some time alone. Like, I need some time alone. What does Jay want to say to Eliana? I want to make amends. I miss being with you. I sent him a text letting him know how I felt, but I haven't heard back. He's saying I want to start over. He for sure is taking time to himself right now. Like, that's very clear with the Nine of Pentacles and the Hermit. He keeps saying, like, I miss you, I miss seeing you, I miss being with you, I miss being around you, but it's kind of contradictory, it seems. I got 2 other donations, which I will confirm in just a second. Hello, Nisha. Thank you for being here. Eliana, he feels restricted. He's saying I can't reach out. Let me see why. Why does he feel like he can't reach out? Hey, Jasmine. Thank you so much. Why does he feel like he can't reach out? Magician. Oh. The Devil. So the Devil is here with the I find you so attractive card. He feels like he can't reach out. Yeah, there's sexual tension when it comes to here. 6 of Cups. There's some kind of like lust, sexual desire. Like, he's not doing his best right now. I don't know if he's trying not to give you the ick, like if he's trying not to push you away because of how like horned up he is. I don't know. He's like, I find you so attractive. The Devil's coming out. It makes me feel like it's a very lustful. I feel the sexual tension. I don't know if you feel the same. You are above everyone else. I compare others to you. You are the epitome of the ultimate person. I feel overwhelmed. Do you feel, Eliana, like he's entertaining someone else? Because I don't think he is, but I feel like you think he is. I keep picking up on that. I specifically asked and I got a no. And I don't see any third-party cards here, but I feel like I'm picking up on your energy that you feel like he's entertaining someone else. Yeah. I want to say I don't think he is. Let's see. Let's try to see if we can get some confirmation. I'm definitely picking up that you feel that way. Like, it's not a lack of interest for you. It's like you feel like it's one thing for you to feel like, oh, maybe he's just not as interested, or like, you know, hanging out or whatever, or he's not putting enough towards this. But like, you feel like there's a reason for that. All right, let's see. Jenna says, thanks for doing my question. Sorry, I had to rewatch. You're welcome. You're welcome. Nisha, you can definitely ask a question. Go ahead and post. Is he seeing someone else? Is he involved with someone else? Show me a yes or a no, please. Is he involved with someone else? Show me a yes or a no. I'm getting a no, the devil. But I think that he has a lot of pent-up sexual frustration that I don't know. I think honestly, I think it's more so he's like just finding women so attractive. Like, it's just like he's got this sexual tension pent up. He's not entertaining someone else. He's not talking to someone specifically or anything like that outside of you. I'm not getting that. But I'm getting that, like, honestly, he's just trying to find a release in some way. But he still feels committed to you. I did see the 10 of Cups. My thing is, this isn't our first rodeo. There's always so much built up when he's away. When he comes home, he makes everything and everyone else a priority. That's upsetting. That's upsetting for sure. So you might feel like you're just like a convenience to him. How does he really feel about Eliana? He almost like fantasizes about you so much that like he makes you up to be this thing in his head. You know, like when people say you're not remembering it correctly, like that's not what happened or that's not how it went down. Like, that's kind of how he views you. He views y'all's relationship as a whirlwind romance. I feel like, let's just say you guys break it off and it's like official. He'd come back later on and be like, we had it so good. Like, we were so good together, and, you know, we had such good chemistry, and, you know, the sex was the best I ever had, and like stuff like that. He definitely would like amplify it, you know what I mean? Like, he would hype it up more. And from your perspective, you're like, how could you think that, or how could you feel that way? Because like, you never gave me that, you know? So it's like he views this as like this crazy good romance, and he's like gonna have a completely different, like almost delusional, like he's gonna have a completely different perspective of what y'all's relationship is or what it was. And he's gonna be like, I just don't know why we never worked out. Like, what the fuck? Like, that's kind of what I'm getting right now, is like a delusional perspective. Like, he probably feels like he's doing fine by you. But the Empress is here. He does view you. And I'm sorry this is turning more into like a reading, not like a channeled message thing. But I feel like that's kind of how it's presenting to me. And I feel like I just want to get the point across as easily as I can. But he is saying, like, I view you as the ultimate partner. I view you as the ultimate feminine. I want to have a future with you. I do love you. I have feelings for you. Romantically as well as sexually. I want to just put the past in the past and move on. I feel like I get a lot of flack for the things I've done in the past that it's almost like damned if you do, damned if you don't. So I might as well just do what I want to do. But what you said and how you acted towards me did hurt me. Because I never wanted this to be over. I never thought about this being over. It hurts that you could even consider cutting me off. I feel very conflicted because these feelings are still there. But I also feel like I need a little bit of space right now. That's what I'm getting from him. Let's shuffle just a couple more cards, and then we're going to move on to our next donation. So he's in a self-pity mindset, Eliana, okay? He is just cowarding out a little bit, which is a shame. He is cowarding out a little bit here. I do want to ask if he's going to reach out to you soon, but I'm getting like I will wait for a sign from you. Like, I'm not going to be proactive. I'm not going to try to make this work. We both know I'm not the one for you is a card that's coming out, which I don't feel like he really means that. It just makes me feel like he's just looking for an excuse to like not have to put in the work right now. He feels like he did mess everything up. But some positive things that are coming through is that he says, I love you twice here. I love you unconditionally. I do lie awake thinking about you. I'm having a hard time right now with this because you guys had such a good run. You were doing so well. And it felt so good. And it's like all of a sudden there's a shift here of him just wanting to like bow out, which is frustrating because like you want someone who's going to fight for you. Is he going to contact her soon? Is he going to reach out on his own and contact Eliana soon about this? Or just at all? Just retrograde. Yes, he will reach out to you, Eliana. You are going to hear from him again. Specifically, the Four of Wands came out. Maybe he just needs some time to enlighten himself. What does he hope for the future of this connection? For sure, for sure. What does he hope for the future of this connection with Eliana? Passion. I do have the time apart from your partner is on the horizon, so there could be reconciliation here. I did see Six of Swords and I have the retreat card. So I feel like he is removing his energy from this at this time. Worth waiting for. So I feel like this is how it's going to go. He's going to pull away a little bit. It says addictions are affecting your romantic life, and the Devil came out a couple of times here. Pay attention to the red flags. So I feel like this is how it's going to go. Time apart from you guys for a little while. Then he's pulling back, right? He's retreating. But then I feel like things are going to change really quickly because of his passion for you. So I feel like he is going to reach out to you This will be on his own. This will not be you trying to make conversation happen. He will be contacting you, but it will feel like you've been kind of alone for a little while before he reaches out. That's what I'm getting. Ugh, well, you know, they say that this is the most blessed retrograde because it's retrograding with Jupiter, and Jupiter apparently is the most blessed, lucky planet. So let's hope, let's put the faith in that. Eliana, I'm sorry you're going through that, girl. Nisha, did you ask your question, hon? Go ahead and ask your question, Nisha. All right, so let me go ahead and confirm my donations really quickly. All right, so we have Liz for an audio. And then we have Jasmine for an audio. Becca, did you donate on Cash App? You're welcome, Eliana. You said Jupiter is great. The most blessed has been horrible for me. Well, let's just like put it, I mean, that's what they say. That's what they say. I don't really know. I'm sure retrograde is like sucky either way, right? But it's kind of like it ends up working out in your favor, ends up working out to your benefit, I guess I should say. Retrograde is still retrograde, but like, let's just say you get pulled over. Like, let's not put that out there. Let's not put that out there. But like, let's just say you got pulled over. Like, you wouldn't get a ticket from that. Like, so that sucks. That scenario itself is very retrograde-like, but in the end, it worked out in your favor. I guess that's what I'm trying to say is like, no, shitty things are still going to happen, but I feel like it's going to be for your benefit, or the way that it works out is to your benefit, whether you realize it or not. All right, so Becca said Cash App. I think Cash App's on a bit of a delay. Let me close out the app really quickly. Liz, you can go ahead and ask your question whenever you're ready. So we have Liz, then we have Jasmine. Oh, Becca, I got it. Then we have Becca. These will go a little bit quicker because these aren't the more in-depth channelings like Eliana got. So you guys shouldn't have to wait too much longer. Jasmine says, oh, I like the way you explain that. Good. I'm glad that it kind of helped a little bit, I hope. How did A feel about my post from last night? Jasmine, I saw your question is on Etsy, so I'll read that once I get to your question, okay? How did A feel about my post last night? Liz, was it something to kind of do with like feeling, I feel like, was it a relationship post? Was it kind of like what you feel you deserve or what you want? Kind of like a hint in hopes that like he would see it or something. There's something here about closure. I see, was it like a reshare or like a specific post that you made regarding relationships? The reason why I'm picking up on that is because I have the Two of Cups here and I have the closure. You said no, it was, oh, but it was just me trying to get out of my comfort zone. What did A feel about the post? What did A feel about the post? What did A feel about the post? So the first thing that's coming to mind is inquisitive, curious, wondering. I think that he wanted to know what the intention was behind the post. I feel like maybe he's seen you in a different light now because the moon is here and that talks about having like hidden things that are hidden or maybe things that need to be revealed. So maybe he's kind of like viewing things a little bit different with you, but it did get him wondering. The world is here, which talks about closure or endings. I'm going to specify like why the world is here. Maybe hold on, let me see. No, the moon is not bad actually. I don't typically view any of the tarot cards as bad per se, but the moon does talk about insecurities or secrets or things being hidden that need to be revealed. So what I'm saying is like this could have given him a different perspective because the Page of Wands is here and this talks about discovering or seeing things from a new side or a new light. Why is the world here? Why is the world here? Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune is kind of like a divine timing. It's like things are kind of working out in your favor. And it's they're both circular, right? So they're almost like a cycle or a pattern, or things coming full circle. So putting that together with the inquisitiveness, the curiosity, the wondering what the intention was behind this post when they saw it, maybe viewing you or viewing a situation from a new perspective, it feels positive. It feels good. Now, enough to reach out to you. I don't have that. I don't have like Knight of Swords or Knight of Wands or anything like that. I don't see communication flowing necessarily, but I feel like it did put a positive spin on things, and they view you. It's not better. They view you differently in a good way. If that makes sense. View you differently in a good way. Why is the Two of Cups here? Why is the Ten of Cups here? Okay, so it's never been a doubt to them that they have interest in you. Maybe you've doubted that, but they have not doubted that. But right now I'm still getting like pushing you into a friends category. So I just want to throw that out there, that's still kind of like the vibe. But yeah, it definitely gave them like a new perspective. It was kind of like a very cheeky thing too. It almost seems like they were like, I wonder like if this was for me to see intentionally. I don't know. Yeah, it was just kind of like, what was the intention behind this post? But yeah, no, they've never doubted their interest in you, whether you felt it or not. But they are in the mindset of just keeping things platonic at this time. So I hope that, I think you said it made sense. So I hope that gave you some information a little bit. I don't know how much information that gave you. You said you made a video. That's fun. You're very welcome, hon. All right, so next up is Liz, and then after that we have Becca. Hey, Kendra, what's up? No, you're good. You're good. You're good. We've only been here for an hour and a half, so no worries on that. All right, so now we are going to work on Jasmine. Jasmine, I'm just going to throw one of these comments up there so everyone knows who we're on. Okay, so let's take a look at your question, Jasmine. Okay. It does not seem like it's over, Jasmine. I will say it feels it feels like they really like to take their sweet ass time is what I'm getting. We have the Three of Pentacles here, and this a lot of times can talk about friendships. So to interpret that, it feels like you might feel that they are not investing in you romantically, in commitment. It might feel like, yeah, we're just friends, even if we're just fuck buddies, or even if we have chemistry, but nothing ever really like gets past that. Like, so for you, for when I say friends, I don't mean like there has never been expressed interest, you know, towards each other. I'm just saying like it's staying out of the commitment zone. And that's what I see here with the Three of Pentacles. That's the first card to come out. So that makes me feel like this energy could remain for a little while. However, the Lovers is also here. So I feel like it's going to take a little bit of time, but I do feel like they are going to want to come back and make this decision to be committed to you. Yes. I asked, is it over? I got the Star. The Star talks about having hope and having faith in the situation that it's going to play out the way that it's supposed to. I commend you. Hold on, you're typing right now. Let's see. Been dealing G with this man for some time. No contact. Felt like our last conversation that he didn't want to be with me. Yeah, we were friends with benefits. Okay. Trying to move out of it though. A strong feelings for him. He knows that. So like I was saying, like I do commend you for like trying to move out of it, like trying to kind of withdraw your energy a little bit. Let's see what his hopes are for your relationship moving forward, what he expects of your relationship. Let's see what cards come out. And then after that we have Becca. Becca, you can go ahead and post your question whenever you're ready. What does he hope for their future? What does he hope for their future? What does he see? The highest potential. I'm like hearing Mr. Heartbreaker doesn't want to get his heart broken, which is a very interesting message to come through, because I almost feel like he doesn't have any trouble not investing his feelings for the sake of self-preservation, but he doesn't mind, like, if someone else falls for him, it makes him feel like he has control. It's like Mr. Heartbreaker doesn't want to get his heart broken. I feel like I'm hearing that from Spirit, because his highest potential and desire for your relationship is to become one. We have the Two of Cups here, which talks about relationships, love, romance, alignment. But he has so much negative energy towards commitment. He does not like that idea at all. So in a perfect world, he wants to be with you. Clearly, clear as day with the Two of Cups here, that's what he wants. But he has so much negative association surrounding relationships that it's going to take him a minute to get there. Because even when I say, what is the highest hope and highest potential that he sees for your future together? And I have the Five of Cups. I think the Tower tried to come out. I have the Three of Swords. I have the Four of Pentacles. So he's like sad, or like doesn't want to be sad, doesn't want to have his heart broken. Five of Cups, Three of Swords. He's locked up, right? So he keeps all of his cards and all of his feelings close to chest, doesn't relay them. I will say that he's highly invested in you emotionally, though. I feel like he doesn't want to be, but I think that he is. But it really is all for the sake of him not wanting to feel bad. He has some things to work out, Jasmine. It seems like he's got some very negative associations from I don't know what when it comes to commitment. So maybe he never really saw it work out when he was younger. Maybe his parents got separated. Maybe he had like a really bad relationship and just refused to put himself in that position again. But it's like he can't even really give himself a glimmer of like what life could be like with you, because the negative stuff overwhelms so much. I tried to see if he can show me something. I saw a budge. Like, you mean like he's more flexible than he leads on when it comes to commitment? But I felt he got triggered. I can see him. So yeah, so let me just read the cards that I have in front of me. So I have the Two of Cups, the Five of Cups, the Page of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, the Three of Swords, the Four of Pentacles. And then I also have the Eight of Wands, Temperance, Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, the Seven of Swords, and the Two of Wands. So I feel like he almost feels like everything has to line up so perfectly for this to work out, for this to happen. He sees obstacle, barrier, walls. He sees all these hoops that he has to jump through to feel safe enough to be in a committed relationship. And he feels like everything has to align. Like, it's so dramatic. It's like it has to be a full moon, and there has to be like 2% humidity in the air, and like it has to be, on July 7th, like, I don't know, I'm just making shit up, but it's just like it has to be like so perfect for him. And that's being dramatic, but like that's how he's viewing it, is like everything has to perfectly align so fucking well for him to feel safe enough to be committed to you. The Temperance is here, which shows him doing things in moderation. The Four of Pentacles and the Temperance card, if that doesn't say anything about how conservative he is on this topic, I don't know what will. He tells me, I'm not ready for babies. I'm not ready to commit. That's what he says to you, okay? I told him you're the only man I'm with. He didn't budge, though. Like, I can see him wanting to express, but he's holding back for sure. The Four of Pentacles is here, and that talks about not expressing what's going on inside, keeping it all locked up, holding it and keeping it to yourself, not being able to let go, aka release. He is semi-tortured. I think a lot of it has to do with his own doing. I'm surprised the Eight of Swords isn't here. But he definitely keeps things hidden. The Seven of Swords here and the Four of Pentacles and the Temperance even talks about that he does not maybe for the sake of not wanting to say the wrong thing or lead you on, he just withholds because he doesn't really know what to say or how to express it. He would do very good with writing things down. I think that he stifles himself verbally because he doesn't want to say the wrong thing, because he can't organize his thoughts in his own mind. But I think that he would do well writing it down. I just don't know if that's an outlet that he even wants to entertain at this time. He's completely pulled away. That's why I'm like, is he going to finally just take a leap of faith in us? He loves drawing. He's an amazing artist, so he speaks with pictures. That makes sense. So yeah, Jasmine, like the energy that I'm feeling right now, we had the Three of the Three of Pentacles, the Lovers, and the Star to answer your question. And that all feels like, yes, he will come forward with commitment. He will make that decision. But it is going to take some time and some faith on your part. And you have to decide if that's something that you are even interested in entertaining, or if that you just want to completely pull away from the situation. I want to tell you, from his perspective, he needs you to remain committed to him for him to get there. But being on your side, Jasmine, I don't think that's fair of him to ask you that if he's not willing to give anything in return. But I feel like if you completely pull away and he feels that, he's just proving himself right. He's proving himself that like he couldn't, even in like the hardest times, he couldn't rely on you being there or you being present, which is a shitty thing to say because it's kind of like a cop out, right? But it's almost like he'll make it up in his mind that he's right and he made the right decision. I'm willing to stay here and be loyal, very loyal, regardless if he tells me it or not. That's just the way that I am. I know, like, you're like, if my feelings are invested, my feelings are invested. Like, I will be loyal to you regardless of the dynamic of our relationship at any point in time, because that's just how you are. I get that. It's a tough spot to be in. I gotta say, I'm tired of these boys not wanting to commit to people. It drives me crazy. So when I hear like people I've been rooting for, couples I've been rooting for a long time, and they finally like, we did it, we're official. It just happened today. And I'm like, thank God, like fucking finally, what is wrong with these men? So keep the faith, Jasmine, keep the hope. For your own protection, if you have to withdraw, you have to withdraw. But I feel like it's not over from the information I'm getting here today. Becca B, go ahead with your question whenever you're ready. Kendra, I saw you in here earlier. Are you coming back in? Kendra, we just have Becca. That's it. Right now. We just have Becca. And I'm working on her right now. Okay, let's see. All right, so we have Becca, and then my Cash App notifications suck. I'm like not getting any information here. All right, so we have Becca, and then we have Kendra, and then we have Jasmine. So Kendra is a in-depth audio, and Jasmine, are you doing a channeled 5-card spread? Channeled messages? Kendra, you don't ever send on Cash App. That threw me for a second. I think I was just waiting for a notification from Venmo. But thank you. I got it. Oh, my phone's about to die. Let me flip this sucker up. Oh, you're doing 2 audio. Okay. And then Jasmine wants channeled messages from Edgar. Got it. Hi, Pavithra. How are you? All right, so this is for Becca. So with Marquise the Leo, can we get more details on that? Like maybe his thoughts and feelings about everything. He was a romantic interest, but we had a falling out. Okie dokie. I got you, Jasmine. I understand. All right, so Becca wants more thoughts and feelings about everything. His thoughts and feelings. So he's saying 1 foot in, 1 foot out. It feels like he, God dang it. I hate these readings. I hate readings like this because it's like what, like you just feel more confused. Hold on, let me keep trying to channel his energy. Okay, so if you ever wanted to know, like, does he regret knowing you? He doesn't. Okay, so I have like, he would do it all over again. Every single thing that y'all been through, like, he feels like no regrets. I'm happy to know this person. I'm happy to know her. If you've ever wanted to know if, I feel like you do know this, but I'm just going to reiterate it. He finds you really attractive. Like he does. And I don't know if you want to know this or if you feel like it's necessary to know this, but he is attracted to you. He does feel that chemistry with you. It almost gets to the point where it's like overwhelming for him. Like I'm hearing him say like, I need you. Like I want you so badly. I feel like there's a level of trust that was severed between y'all and your relationship. Because there's something here about trust, talking about like, I trusted you, or you should have trusted me, or something like that. Feeling like a bit betrayed about it. Hey, Carrie, what's up? How are you? So he is keeping an eye on you. He is like, if you guys have mutual friends, or if you have like things in common, like with certain people. He's like trying to, without actually trying to, like, to be obvious about it, ask about you or get information or intel on you. I feel like this would also include watching your social media as well. If third party energy resonates for you and him, that is showing up here. Otherwise, he feels like he has other obligations that he needs to make a priority in front of you. Like you would come lower on the list right now. He does feel like he compares other people to you. As in, like, not just people, not just like other people too. I feel like his mind will subconsciously, because it's very invested in thinking about you, his mind will just like all of a sudden like see something, go, oh, she would really like that, or like, oh, that reminds me of her, or whatever. It's just like what you think about, you bring about. And so like he can pretty much find anything to remind him of you. It does feel, Liz. Okay, thank you, hon. I'll add you to the list again. Carrie, I am doing well, thank you. We're in the middle of some donations, but if you have a question, I'd be happy to answer a yes or no for you. I don't know. Someone like feels like trust was lost here. Like offended that they weren't trusted, or feel like they couldn't trust the other person, or maybe a little bit of both. But like that's led to frustration. That's led to feeling hurt. And he's bringing that up right now. I feel like there's times where he just wants to tell you, like, I just want to hang out. Like, I just want to get together. Can we just talk? Can we go out for some drinks or get some coffee? Like, I feel like there's just so many times where he just wants to be in your energy, and he feels like restricted, like he can't tell you. He might have actually already like started saying those things, like sending those messages or finding a way to like hang out with you. I think he misses that a lot. Being around you, being near you, being in your energy. There's a lot of feeling restricted here. Like, I can't be with you. I can't do this. I feel like it's what he's allowed to do and what he isn't allowed to do. He definitely feels like either it's a risk to come in your direction or to pursue you in some way. Or maybe he feels like there's a lot of obstacles to get to you, a lot of hoops he'd have to jump through first that he either can't or doesn't want to do. He does say that he's hiding his feelings, like these are thoughts that he has on his own, something he's reflected on, and it does frustrate him that he does not express these things to you. He does feel like sometimes very consumed. You said that the chemistry is intense. He does feel that intensity. He feels that tension between the both of you, that pull, that magnetism, that draw. He feels like it's never enough. Like talking to you, seeing you, being around you is never enough. And he does feel like he needs to be patient about this because he can't reach out. So yeah, that's what I've got for you, Becca. Carrie says, not too much relaxing. What are you doing today? Working? Good. I'm glad those are resonating for you, Becca. All right, so we have Kendra now for 2 audio. I wonder why he couldn't reach out, but yeah, that definitely resonates. Very accurate. You know, it could have been him stopping himself too. Sometimes we create these obstacles in our minds to make our decisions and our actions be justified. So he could literally just be making shit up in his mind to like validate and justify why he does or doesn't do something. So I asked why he felt like he couldn't reach out, Becca, and I got the Ace of Swords. So it does make me feel like he doesn't think you'd be receptive to his communication. You would not be receptive to what he has to say. He is worried about being rejected. All right, so we have Kendra. How do you see me and Justin crossing paths again? And if you sense anything about his thoughts and feelings towards me, that would be cute. All right, let's see. So the image of it being like a public space interaction is still there. Something official. Let's see. How will they cross paths again here? How will they cross paths again? Okay, he's clearly upset that he hasn't seen you. He's upset. I feel like he wants us to move forward a little bit here with you, Kendra. He's feeling a bit bummed about it. Okay, Becca, I'm glad that made sense. Carrie, I'm gonna hold on to your question, and after I do Kendra's, I'll answer your yes or no really quickly, okay? Yeah, so we have the Ten of Swords. It's like very much feeling bummed as hell that like you guys have not interacted, communicated maybe in the way that he wants, or just period. Because I don't know, I'm assuming you guys haven't really talked or anything. He's got the moon here, which talks about, well, hold on. Now I'm getting conflicting messages. I feel like it's going to happen during the day, but there's something here that's happening at night. Maybe when he reaches out to you for the first time, because I do feel like he's going to take the lead, and I don't know why I said that. It just kind of like popped out just now. So my assumption is that that's just he is going to reach out to you on his own. But the moon talks about like maybe telling you something that he's been needing, that he's been holding in, or he hasn't been communicating, because that's next to the Four of Cups. He's very dissatisfied. He's bored as hell. But I think that he's kind of like played up this like fantasy. I think too, he's also feeling like, what are the odds? Like, I know that you are thinking that too, but he's also had this thought too, by the way. I want to let you know that he's like, what are the odds I would meet her here? What are the odds she'd be moving to LA? What are the odds we would be on the same flight or whatever? Like, what are these odds? Like, I think he's feeling like very, like there has to be a meaning behind this or a higher purpose to this. So like, I think it is getting to him that like all of a sudden something happened and then it might have felt like it just kind of stopped. We haven't talked or anything since the flight thing. So as far as his feelings and affections towards you, it is an attraction. The King of Cups and the Knight of Cups are here ahead of the Ace of Wands. So there is sexual tension or chemistry. The attraction you feel towards him, he feels towards you for sure. But he doesn't think with his you know what first. Like, he definitely has more of a romantic side. He's more of like a, I want to dazzle her. I don't know why that's like a specific word I heard. I want to dazzle her. I want to like gesture to her and show her like who I really am before we even get to that point. Which may be what you want to hear, maybe not. Honestly, I have no idea, but that's what I'm getting. I feel like he definitely thinks more of his heart. With his heart, he's more of like a hopeless romantic in that way. Yeah, Kendra, like he definitely is like questioning like, what the hell is this? You know what I mean? Like, he's kind of like, how does this happen? Like, how do these exact things have to line up so perfectly? You know what I mean? So he is thinking that there could be like a higher reason or a higher purpose here. Okay, now we do have the Six of Cups here, so he is hoping he interacts with you again. That is very clear. The Six of Cups talks about, remember when I said, like, I was like, no, this person is someone you know, but like is new to you. How? And then I was like, is it two different people? Because how could she know them and also not know them? And then this all started coming together and making sense that you knew them before you went out there, but they're still new to you. So I was getting some of that information off of a Six of Cups card. So now I have the Six of Cups here again, which makes it seem like he is thinking a lot about y'all's interaction with each other. And like the significance of this interaction and this meetup and things like that. And I think that he really is hoping into the future that he is going to see you again, because the sun is right next to that. And it's making me think, the sun will come up again. The sun comes up every single day. It's something we can depend on, something we can count on, is the sun showing up there for us every single day. And it also talks about happiness, joy, excitement moving forward. It also talks about like feeling good, feeling warmth, and feeling success as well. And so that paired up with the Six of Cups, it makes me feel like he's thinking like, I'm definitely going to interact with this person again. Like he definitely feels like, I'm going to see Kendra again. It is going to happen. Like it's a guarantee in his mind. He's like, it will happen one way or another. So that's very cute. I think that he has a chivalrous side as well, Kendra, that he does want to express to you, that he does want to show you. Like I said, he is a wear your heart on your sleeve, romantic gestures, hopeless romantic kind of thing. But I also feel like he can be very chivalrous. I feel like he's a hold the doors open for you. Make sure that when you guys are walking on the sidewalk, he's towards the road, like things like that, little gestures that you might not even normally notice or pick up on, but then you start to really pay attention to them because he's doing them with intention behind it. He feels like it's just, it couldn't, I feel like he just feels like the chance of you guys meeting, chance of you guys living in the same place now, the chance of you guys being on the same flight is just so crazy and rare, and like had to be so like divinely orchestrated that he feels like there's no way he's not going to see you again, that you guys are going to overcome this distance that you have right now and you will meet up with one another. So, he did carry your luggage for you. So that's exactly what I'm talking about. Like things like that. Actually, I think you might have told me that too. Now that I think about it, I think you might have mentioned it to me. But yeah, it's like gestures like that I'm talking about. Yeah, so I feel like even if he feels like he has to make it happen, he's going to reach out to you and he is going to see you again. And I feel like the more you guys both manifest that, the more you think about it, the more you're like, yeah, absolutely, like we are going to see each other again. It's going to happen because you're both feeling that way. So what was your second question? But yeah, so like to kind of go back to that first part of that question, he is going to interact with you. I think he's going to send you a message during the evening time, but I feel like your meetup is going to be during the day in a public setting. All right, so we got messages from Spirit. You're welcome, Carrie. Just hang tight for a little while longer and I'll get to your question. I do, Kendra. Yes, I do. But I almost feel like it's going to be to get to know you. Like this is what I see happening, and I'm kind of curious if it plays out this way. I think that he does want to ask you to see you in person. I think he does want to do that, but I think he's going to reach out to you first before you guys see each other. And I I feel like I feel like it could go two ways. Like I'm almost getting a chance meeting. Like that's what I feel for you. So I feel like when you guys see each other out for the first time, it's going to be unexpected. Now, is that going to be before or after you randomly bump into each other? It's hard to say. I feel like if he does reach out to you before that chance meeting, it's not going to be to ask you out. It's going to be to just talk to you and get to know you a little bit, and then you happen to run into each other. Now, that running into each other could then motivate him to reach out to you if he hadn't already done it. So it's like hard to say if it's going to be before or after, but I feel like the first meeting that you guys have, the first interaction you'll have is going to be, it's not going to be planned. And I don't know what's going to like catapult what into what, but that's what I'm seeing. But I feel I see him for sure reaching out first. I feel like it's going to be at night, either when he sends the message or you receive the message. I feel like you guys are going to run into each other during the day, and it's going to not be planned. Yeah. All right, messages from Spirit. How is your unpacking coming along? Did you start and then stop? Did you get everything unpacked? Because I see like Spirit saying they want you to pay more attention to your house. Like if you haven't fully unpacked, they're noticing and you need to do it. But I feel like a lot of focus is being put on home right now. I feel like a lot of creativity and potential that we experience has a lot to do with our environment. And so maybe that's why Spirit is saying make your home feel like a home, even if you don't feel like you're going to be there forever or like be with that roommate forever. Spirit is saying try to find a way to make it feel comfy. And if you haven't fully unpacked, get the move on. Okay, so that's what it is. You want it to feel more homey. Okay. Of course. You're being really smart, Kendra, for sure. You know what would make it feel kind of homey? Like, have you thought about going to, like, I know it sounds crazy, but like going to the dollar store and looking up dollar store, like, hacks and things like that to, like, make your home feel more cozy? Like, they have those twinkle lights there that we use in our bedroom, which we'll get different ones down the line, but that's what we're using right now to go across this like shelf that's in our room. And it's straight from the dollar store, but it's so cute and it like just adds this element of coziness to it. And there's like a lot of YouTube videos online, like things that you can do for little amounts of money to kind of make your home feel more cozy where you don't have to spend a ton of money. So that's kind of a message I was getting there. Perfect. Okay, I'm very glad to hear that. And Five Below. I don't know why I never thought there was a Five Below out there. I should have known that. I don't know why I didn't think that was out there. So I seek reconciliation, Kendra. Coming off of the reading that we just did, you know what that means? That means that Spirit is saying you are going to run into this person. So you are closer out in LA to, I think, a portal than you were before. I think that there's certain areas in the world that are like considered psychic portals. I think Mount Shasta is the nearest one to you. Like Hawaii is one of them too. Like, you know what I mean? Like there's different like portals, right? And I feel like because you are closer in proximity to a portal than you have been before, Spirit is saying you are not updating, but like leveling up in your psychic abilities. Yeah, I am getting reconciliation for you guys. I do want to figure out, there is a closure here. So I'm getting like a lot of like independent words, right? I'm hearing freedom. I'm hearing confidence. So I am feeling like you might be feeling like, oh, like this is where I'm supposed to be. Like this is my calling. Like I feel it, everything just feels right here. Everything feels like it makes sense here. Are you still going to have your independent human level struggles? For sure. But I almost feel like your soul is like, yes, this is where I was supposed to be all along. Like for this time in my life, I finally made it. I finally jumped into the next timeline, working towards my higher self. Like this is where I'm supposed to be. I know it. I've dreamed about it. Like, and it's almost like the feeling of that's where you're supposed to be and it feels right, but it almost is so right that it's not a significant difference. So for example, when your birthday comes, you're looking forward to your birthday. You're like, oh my God, it's gonna be so fun, it's gonna be amazing, da da da. And then you wake up that day on your birthday after you've been looking forward to it, and you're like, I literally feel no different. But that's how you know you're aligning. That's how you know you're jumping timelines. It's because it's supposed to feel so right that it almost doesn't feel different, or you don't feel different. That's right. It feels so right that you almost don't feel different, because you have now aligned. You have now, hold on a second. You said, by the way, my Southeast agent texted me and told me an LA manager is interested in meeting with me. Oh my God, that's amazing. That's okay. That's okay. You'll get that information. I personally haven't had that feeling yet. Maybe my soul out. So like, do you get what I was saying? Like when I was explaining like the birthday thing, it's like one of those things where it's like, I feel like you work so hard to get here and this is where you're supposed to be, but at the same time, like you don't feel different. It's like a wellness within your soul, right? It's like a, it to be true, but because it happened, it doesn't feel that different. It would almost be like hugging yourself, where you're like, what? This is me. So hugging me doesn't feel any different than hugging another person, because it's the same energy. You have now moved into that same frequency. And I feel like as I'm saying this, I'm sounding kind of crazy, because I feel like this is definitely not coming from my own brain. This is coming from divine information. And I wish that I could write all these nuggets down, but like, that's what it feels like to me, is like, when that's where you're supposed to be, and in your heart of hearts and in your intuition, you made the right choice, but at the same time, you feel, I don't know, you don't feel different, but you do. Like, oh God, this is such a weird way to explain this, but anyway, I'm gonna move on. Because you're in your same frequency. Like you're in this new frequency that you're in. Jesus. I'm gonna ask Spirit to help me explain this better. Okay. So I also see closure, I also see answers, and I also see truth. So I do want to figure out, is there portals in Western Canada? Probably. I don't know off the top of my head. All right, so what is she going to get closure on, Spirit? What is she going to get closure on? Interesting. What is she going to get answers on? Is there going to be movement here? Ooh. Is there going to be movement here? Yes or no? All right, so there is going to be movement. So I have answers, and to clarify answers, you're going to get answers on your own personal growth, your own self-reflection. You're going to get answers on why things have felt a bit stagnant, and all of a sudden now these blessings are going to start coming in for you, because they are very quickly. I also am seeing answers on networking as well as friend groups or friend circles. So I feel like because the Hermit came out first, you are going to get so much enlightenment. You're going to get so many downloads. You're literally going to have people that want to talk to you so much. Like you're probably going to be like, why am I attracting so many people right now? Why are people constantly coming up to me and talking to me like, this is bizarre, this is so weird? Like, people want to involve me. People want to tell me things that they probably shouldn't be telling me. It's like, because Spirit is saying you are getting this information with purpose, with a reason. This is for your own enlightenment. So you're going to get answers. Like, blessings are going to come very quickly after a period of stagnancy. I feel like you feel like, especially in your career, that you've had this or that's like worked out, but at the same time you're kind of like waiting for that big break, you're waiting for that big thing, and Spirit is saying like, this is going to move. I have the Magician. So this stagnancy is going to break, kind of like, you know, like there's a dam, you know, but I almost feel like the waves are going to just be so strong it's going to break through. It's like, that's what your blessings are doing right now. You said people always try to talk to me, especially homeless people, but ignore for safety reasons. It's bad out in LA. Like, unfortunately, with homeless people, it sucks. You are going to get closure on, and you may already feel this way. And I feel, hear me when I say, I feel like someone from your past could be coming back during this retrograde. It happens so often, it's insane. But the difference is you have a different perspective, you have a different stance. You will find that closure on these people. Whether or not they reach out to you or not, you no longer feel an attachment towards anyone of your past that you ever had a romantic interest in. It's severed, it's done, you've got that closure. Now, what are you going to learn the truth about? What are you going to learn the truth about? Did Justin say he had a kid? What are you going to learn the truth about? You're going to learn the truth about someone's feelings for you, which I believe is Justin here. Is this Justin? Yes or no? Like, it's almost so new. I am getting a yes. It's almost so new with you in the sky. I think if you said his name is Justin, that it's like hard to say if you have feelings, but it's like you can't help but think how significant, or wondering like what this was all about. You can't deny the significance in that. Even if like true feelings haven't developed, there's at least an intrigue there. That's right, he does work with kids. Okay. So I feel like you're going to hear more about that because the Sun card is here. And for whatever reason, I'm not getting any other information from this card except for kids. I'm sure, Carrie, that you can research it. You can probably research if there's any like portals in where you're at. All right, Kendra, thank you so much for placing the donation. Jasmine is the next donation I have for channeled messages. Jasmine, if you can just check in and let me know you're here. I am going to answer my new subs question really quickly. So Carrie, you want to know about your abilities. You want to work on them more. I actually have started a 3-part tarot course class, and the initial class talks a lot about how you can strengthen your abilities and intuition, your clair abilities, things like that. So if that is something that you're interested in, definitely let me know. I have the actual course itself on my Etsy channel. Or sorry, not my Etsy channel, my Etsy shop, but I offer it at a discounted rate for all of my YouTube subscribers. So if that's something that you're interested in, definitely let me know. And you can email me, lunaaffinity@yahoo.com. All of the ways to contact me are in my link tree, and I can give you more information on that. You're welcome. All right, so let's answer your yes or no question really quickly, Carrie. Will my Sagittarius propose marriage to me between now and next fall? Show me a yes or a no for Carrie, please. Will my Sagittarius propose marriage to me between now and next fall. I think the timing is a little bit off, Carrie. I mean, it could even be winter of next year, but I am getting a no for that specific timing, okay? Kendra, thank you again. Yeah, we definitely will talk soon, hun. Thanks again for donating. Jasmine, you're awesome. All right, so we're going to work on yours now. Let me know if you want me to pull from the pink deck or the blue deck. Just use your intuition, pink or blue. Hello, Brianna. How are you? Awesome, Brianna. If you have a yes or no question, you can definitely ask it. And for everyone that's kind of hanging out right now, just a heads up, I am offering an extra free yes or no question today for those who follow my Instagram page. So if you want to get an extra yes or no in for free, follow my Instagram if you're not already, and then let me know in the chat when you've done that, and I'll answer another question for you. Blue, definitely blue. All right, so Jasmine says, would love for Edgar to speak his truth in these channel messages regarding me and our connection. All right, Edgar, please speak honestly. Please speak your truth. Say how you feel in regards to Jasmine and your connection with Jasmine. Brianna, I have your question. I'll answer it shortly. Edgar, what do you want to say to Jasmine, please? Oh, sexy. He's saying your intellect arouses me. I feel like with that card, he is telling you that he hasn't really ever met someone that thinks the way that you do, that has the perspective that you do. You could also have like degrees or like a lot of life experience as well. But it's just something about in the way that you approach things, the way that you think, the way that your mind works, like very sexy to them. Intelligence is like one of the biggest green flags for them. So he says, I feel the sexual attention. He definitely is into you sexually. Like, there's no doubt about it. I know you don't have that doubt, but I'm like, it's very obvious. It's very clear. It's intense. I almost feel like he views pain with pleasure at the same time. Like, simultaneously, pain is pleasure, pleasure is pain, which is interesting. He wants you to know that he trusted you. He wants you to know you didn't see my tears. You didn't see what sadness this brought me or what it has brought me. Number one, to not give you what you want and what you deserve, but also because I felt like I was not worthy. He feels the need to be safe. He's saying, I need security. I need security in order for me to be in a committed relationship. He is saying, like, I need to feel secure and safe. This is what I need. I need to know that I can trust, because I did trust you, but I need to know that, like, the percent chance of me getting hurt in this is almost bare none, you know, like almost non-existent. Oh, you said he's so worthy. I see, I felt that so heavy. Oh my gosh. He's saying, despite not being able to be with you, he can't get enough of you. Like, he feels like he can't be with you, but he's also like, at the same time, I want more of her. All right, let me get your last card here. I want to start over. I want to start over. I saved your texts and messages is something else. He's not over you. Thank you, Spirit, for that reading. Jasmine, thank you again for donating, hon, and for your patience as well. So now we are on to Liz. Liz, are you here? Let us know. Brianna, I'm going to answer your yes or no question really quickly. He said, oh, I hope he really does commit to me. I want this to work between us. Thank you for clarifying and reading for me today. You are very welcome, Jasmine. It's been a pleasure, hon. I'm so happy to have you here. Thank you a lot for donating to me today and giving me the honor of reading for you as well. So, Brianna, will I meet a new love interest? Will I meet a new love interest, Brianna? Let's see. Yes or no for Brianna, please. I am getting a no. I got a no. No, I got 2 no's. Let's just give some advice on this. Is there a block here? Is there a particular block for Brianna regarding a new love interest? It's possible that someone you've already been invested and interested in is the person for you. That could be why there's no one new coming in for you. But what is this block? What is this block for Brianna? Okay, so there is, there's something to do with needing to withdraw, needing to put something in the past that's you're not allowing enough room for something new to come in. So maybe you need some closure with the situation of the past you need to walk away from. The 8 of Cups also talks about not only withdrawal, but also abandoning. So it's like you need to completely sever this connection. But in addition to that, if you have any issues with abandonment, like if you have abandonment issues, that's something that you would need to work on, because it's possible that energetically, not mentally, not emotionally, but energetically, you are putting out a block maybe in regards to the new love interest. So I would say if any of that resonated for you, definitely work on that, and then I feel like the answer will change. You said the pleasure is mine. Have a blessed evening. Thank you. You right back at you, Jasmine. Hello, Aaliyah. How are you? Aaliyah, are you following my Instagram? Our free list is closed, but if you're not following my Instagram and you want to get a free yes or no question, all you got to do is follow me. Did anyone else follow me recently that hasn't claimed their yes or no question? Let me know. We are doing well over here. So if you want to do a search, it is Luna Affinity on Instagram. Just all one word, Luna Affinity. And you'll see my logo. Sounds great. So Liz says, how is Gemini currently feeling about me? How is Gemini currently feeling about me for Liz, please? Ooh, Liz. Is the Gemini the one we normally talk about? Because he's feeling grateful for you, grateful for your interactions together. He's like, no regrets. I admire the girl. I really like the girl. I think she's a doll. Like, she's very sweet. I enjoy who she is. I truthfully think he would have taken it with you to the next level sexually before he would have like committed to you or something like that. Like, it's almost like he's definitely interested. If it was like a fling type of thing, I think that he would do that as long as it could be guilt-free. Like, if he didn't think that it would be leading you on. But I feel like I hear him saying, I want her. Like, I want you. I want her. He actually views your connection as more significant than I think you might realize, because he definitely retrospectively like thinks about this. He reflects on this relationship and what it meant to him. He said there was a good chance for that. Yeah, I feel like definitely he was more interested in getting further with you, getting to know you, exploring you and in your body and stuff like that, like more on an intimate level, physical level, before he was ready to do it on an emotional level. And this is another epiphany coming in from Spirit, thank you, is that a lot of men typically are more interested in investing physically before they can invest emotionally, and women are the opposite. Women want to invest emotionally before they give themselves away physically. That is a very common like thing that we do not agree on, that can make it harder for us in relationships. So I think for him, he was like, if it could be guilt-free, I would have definitely been down for something like that for sure. So you said you started off wrong because he's been in and out. Okay. So he's giving me this idea that he's been thinking a lot, or he has in the past at the very least thought a lot about y'all's relationship and what that meant for him, what that means to him, what that lesson was, or maybe trying to understand the purpose of the connection. He's getting deep in thought about it. but I feel like he would never want to lead you on. He would never want you to feel used in any way. So it's like, as long as y'all were on the same page, he'd be open to something physical. But I feel like he was very closed off in regards to the emotional side of things. He's saying, like, in that regard, we need to let each other go. He feels like he may have led you on or may not made his intentions clear, because he's saying, I know I crossed a line with you. Like, that's what I'm getting from this. um I feel like you may have felt, I'm not saying, I feel like, okay, I feel like everyone makes someone feel different in some way. So for them to say, like, I've never felt that way with you that I have with anyone else, it just means, like, that feeling that they had with you, it's overpowered like any other interaction that you've had with anyone else. And I feel like at one point, and even now, maybe that's how they feel. They feel like, when everything, you're searching for something in someone or other people that you had with someone else, and it's like, it never ever measures up. Like, that's what I'm getting from this, is like, he's like, I want to feel that way again. But I think that he feels in some way that if you guys are on different pages and you want different things, that he is betraying you. And I feel like even though he really enjoyed y'all's connection, he does not want to go back down that road again. So he doesn't want more physical. Oh yeah, he does. Oh yeah, he wants more physical. Um, I think that it could be a no strings attached situation for sure. For sure. And I think that honestly, if you were to give in to him physically and you would say, like, let's go ahead and do this thing, no strings attached, like, I'm not expecting anything from it, the whole no pressure approach, I think, would make him more open to exploring something with you more. But I don't like that idea because it feels very transactional. For you to get what you want, you have to give something away. And I don't agree with that stance. But at the same time, if you're like, yeah, I want some fun and I want no strings attached, and he's the same way, he'd be game. He'd be down for that. Yeah, so right now I'm getting just friends with benefits for sure. But like I said before, that doesn't mean that's not going to open up another door for him to take things more seriously with you and take things to the next level. But like I said, that feels very transactional and it doesn't feel like it's a guaranteed result. And so, but I feel like in order for you guys to get to that point, that may be what needs to happen. For him to feel like the pressure's off, like we're just enjoying each other. Because I really truly think, not all the time, but I think a lot of times men do fall hard after they have sex with a woman. They fall and feel more than they realize that they were going to. And as long as they didn't feel the pressure, then it's like they feel safe to explore those feelings. But the second that they feel cornered or backed into a corner or feel like something's being um, asked of them, I guess, then they start getting all coward like. So I feel like for him, his personality in particular, if you were to go down that right route and you would make that decision to do that, that would be a good way for him to try to open up to you a little bit more. But I don't want you to feel like that's a guarantee or that's something that you have to do to get what you want from this. You know what I mean? Yes, I've experienced it before. So yeah, that is what I'm getting for you, Liz. Thank you so much. Is anyone else in here hanging out? I thought that I had Aaliyah. Aaliyah, are you still here? You're very welcome, Liz. Thanks for being such a supporter of my channel. Aaliyah, if you're here, I will answer a yes or no question for you before I sign off. All right, so it looks like Aaliyah isn't here. We'll try to answer her question later on today. You guys have a great rest of your day if I don't see you. And hopefully I will see you, most of you, later on tonight. Adios.